15 love.
Shot.
30 love. Fifteen 30. Thank you. Worse than 2. Chase, more than the yard worse than the last gallery. 2 chases. $30-15. Receiver leads. Chase is worse than 2. Chase off, fell worse than 2. More than a yard worse than the last gallery.
Hello. We're here at the US Amateur where we've got an exciting match for us. It's Eric Barker versus Charlie Hurstel. I'm Freddie Brister and I'm here with
no emotes.
Henry Smith.
Yeah, God, it's we've got an exciting match for us here. What are your thoughts on this now?
I mean, obviously, Eric is the favorite going into it, but he hasn't played much. You know, being in Michigan, there aren't a lot of courts near there.
30-40.
Tight one.
Well, certainly we see Eric Barker's retriever and Charlie Hurstel's a strict length hitter with tremendous weight of stroke.
Stroke.
You're very right, Henry, the American over there.
In the game.
No, I think it's going to be an absolute cracker. You got Eric, who hasn't played much. Charlie's been playing a lot in Paris, and Charlie used to play in Washington, but he's still unfamiliar with the court because it's the brand new court in DC down in Westwood. How's the club treating you so far now?
It's been great. It's pretty packed. So I really enjoyed the facilities. But it's tough getting court time. So.
Well, it's always good to hear about a busy court, though, isn't it?
Out of court.
We'd love to hear any questions you guys got in the chat. So please do get involved. Yeah, we've got many viewers today. Henry, do you have any words for this match?
I think I shared my words. You know, I'm going to see these guys kind of go out there, battle it out a little bit. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Charlie kind of play a little freely. He's got nothing to lose.
40-15.
Neither Eric. I mean, he
30 all,
hasn't
sorry.
played, so
30 all.
anyway.
Yeah, we had a great doubles match, me and Henry, before this one against Charlie and Ben Hudson. Both great players, and it was close. They kept us fighting until the end, and Charlie's playing well.
Chase, 1 and 2.
See often in court tennis. A couple more hinges and switches and levers and whatnot.
That's well left from Eric there. It's a smart
two
hazard
chases.
chase. Again, tight second game, 30 all. Chase 1 and 2. And hazard. Hazard better than 2.
30 all. 1 and 2.
Freddie Bristow leaving that backhand there?
Oh, never. That's a dollar signs force into the dead on right there. Normally not in the dead on, but
Not straight.
it's not straight either. No, it's normally well up into the galleries.
40-30. Hazard better than
I'm
2.
aiming for Noah's face and that glass panel at the back. Massive target.
Game.
So Eric, God, sorry, Noah. I do apologise.
2 games to
I
love.
could have continued there. I was supposed to say Noah there. Noah, like who do you have in the next round? Got your match coming up.
I still haven't played the first round. I've got Dan Sternberg
15
after
love.
this match, I think. So, yeah, exciting.
And you've got an exciting doubles coming up. The last match of the day, 7:15. I hope everyone who's tuning in now will tune in for that one. How are your thoughts on that?
It's going to be a tight match. It's going to be
15-0.
tough playing Brad Allen and Danny McBride, 2 veterans at DC. So, who knows? Anything can happen.
Yeah, it's a very DC heavy draw this
30-15.
weekend. But we do have a few out-of-towners. One in particular is Rob Shankman. He's come all the way from the UK, and obviously the heavy favourite here.
30-all.
And I'm sure you'll hear him on the commentary at some point this weekend, as he absolutely loves this game.
Freddie, tell us about your last match with Robert Shankman.
It's very kind you asked that, Henry.
40-30.
Well, the last match I played was down in Ballarat, all the way in Australia, in the Van Allen Cup. And unfortunately, I was up 5-love in the third set and lost 6-5.
Chase. Worse than 3.
And that actually decided the match as well. So
Chase.
I lost it for Team USA, which was a bit unfortunate. And I'm getting a lot of blame from Noah and Henry here, but neither of them could show up for the tournament. So I think they're the ones to really
Freddie, tell
blame.
us about your last match with Robert Shankman.
Yeah, I'd say Henry's the plan.
Okay.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
40-30.
I'll take
Receiver
full
leads.
responsibility.
Worse than 3.
Yeah. No. Shout out to Pete Dickinson and Eric and Chase, who all came out there. Great team.
Chase Motes, would love to see him around here. He's your cousin, right? Where is he?
Chase, I hope he's watching the stream right now. He's still in Maryland at university.
Lost it.
And we're looking forward to having him back after he graduates and hopefully playing a lot. He's one of the best players at our club. And we'd love to see him at the Van Allen as well. But might take some convincing. He's got other priorities.
Yeah, well, he's got a great game of poker. He kind of shook the pockets of all the real tennis players when we got together last time. The U26s must have made about $300 there. So maybe
Advantage
he's got a
server.
career in poker instead. I mean, I don't know. I can't speak or think for him, but there is potential.
I would wholeheartedly agree. He took all my money, which is a bit unfortunate. But yeah, Chase, please do come out for the Van Allen. We want you. Please. We're begging. We're lacking a team at the moment. So we've already lost Pete Dickinson, who's actually turned pro, and Noah's off for a fellowship. It's not professional, though.
Yeah, it was
No, he's just doing a
Call him
quick
stroke.
fellowship, just ironing out his tennis in Newport. You looking forward to that? No, I just improving. It's
Always improving, yeah. No, I'm very excited. Got an awesome opportunity to go up to Newport, and can't wait. Starting on Monday. So, yeah, very excited.
Last gallery.
Yeah, and I've heard Pete Dickinson is doing a tremendous job up in New York. Freddie, you've been up there a few times. You want to give a few remarks about what Pete's been up to?
Yeah, no, Pete's doing a great job. I've heard he's gotten clinics with up to 15 people on the weekend, which is unheard of in New York. So well done, Pete. I saw him in National League a few weeks ago, and he was doing great marking there as well. And we had a great commentary duo.
Okay, Juice. The last gallery.
Again, we'd love to hear you in the chat, so please do get involved. Yeah, no, 9. Out of the 9 viewers, please do get involved. Just say hi. That's all you have to say.
Back to the match, though, this game seems to have been a bit of a marathon. Now, I know I got carried away talking about poker and all kinds of things unrelated to tennis, but it's impressive stuff out there.
Trevor.
No,
Better
you've
than
been
2.
following closely. What observations do you have?
I mean, obviously, it's going to be a a battle of attrition, I think. Neither of these guys like to really play for targets or anything heavy. So they're kind of going to be chipping it back and forth. I don't know. I think it's going to be a good match down the stretch. I'm sure there's some nerves to play, so it's tough to call it right now. What would you say your prediction is then, Freddie?
Hazard.
Well, the way it's looking, it's looking like it could go Eric's way, but those are 3 close games. I think the last 2 went to deuce. I'm not too sure about the first one. Oh, that's a great shot from Charlie. Now that's what he wants more of. Yeah, but against Eric, you're going to have to really just not make sure you don't make any mistakes, because he's not going to be the one doing that. Just gets everything back, which is quite frustrating, really. So that's a bad miss, but yeah, it's again like Eric's not really going for too much. He's just going for the consistent shot, which makes it tough, but it's still very guessable. Whereas Noah would be absolutely smacking that. Sometimes it's sometimes in the grill, sometimes in the camera, sometimes in the bottom of the net. Oh, didn't like that railroad. It goes again.
Fault.
Oh, he's faulted. He should have.
Time, please.
And now here comes the second serve. Is he going to go for the bobble? It's looking likely. Oh, no. Doing so. He's going for the double. Oh, it is a hazard chase. Is it? Oh, no, it's... Maybe not. No, I think I was wrong about the hazard chase as well. Oh, that's a good shot. Okay, that's 40-15 and a hazard chase.
I think I heard from the other room a little "Viva la Résistance" from Charlie Hurstel there. Did you hear a little shout?
You definitely could have. He is very proud to be French. But has he played in DC before this week on the new court?
Yeah, he's had a couple trips here. Came here before the Gold Rackets in Tuxedo, and then he's been here.
Okay.
Monday.
40-15.
He might be more familiar with the court than Eric is.
Chases Hazard 2.
It's tough to say. Eric's been back a few times from school. But I think Charlie might have to be a little bit more aggressive to win this one than he's used to.
Take a few risks.
Hazard 2.
Yeah, why not?
Hazard 2.
Big point here. Needs to win this game, Charlie. Ooh. It's interesting he's not going for the railroad on the hazard chase. That's a good shot right there. We go.
1 game to
Have
3.
him out.
Love it.
It's a great shot from Charlie there. Can he keep on going? Can he keep this momentum? Again, this 5th game here is always a big game. To a 3-2 or a 4-1.
Go 5-1, would it?
Chase, better than last gallery.
Yeah, they do.
Mr. Carey, are you open to commentating as well? Okay. Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mr. Carey has declined the request to commentate.
And the last gallery, 2 chases.
So again, we'd love to hear you from the chat. Thank you, Die. Yeah, thank you. It's very kind of you. We do try our best to get the crowds entertained.
Okay, no strokes, better than last gallery.
Here we go. Oh, that's a poor miss.
Love.
Again, it's only
Last
15
gallery.
love. Last gallery, very winnable chase.
Fault.
Potential for double fault.
Freddie, what are some odd pre-match traditions you've seen in this game?
There's definitely a few I can't say
Out of call,
on
thank
the
you.
commentary, but
30 love.
To be fair, I haven't seen too many unusual warm-ups or anything like that. I don't know. Have you seen much?
Yeah, well, one time I came down to DC and I saw Noah crack about 500 peanuts by hand and eat about 3 bananas before he played. I didn't know what he was doing. He seemed ravenous, but he did win. our subsequent match, and it was impressive.
That's a great get from Eric. That's a great point.
15-30.
Ignoring the story, that was a fantastic point from Charlie, and there's some good retrieval from Eric. But again, Charlie just had that little bit extra power to force that point. Ooh, it's a bit high. Oh. Ah, Charlie didn't like that at all.
Let's get into it, Charlie.
40-15.
Yes. Again, as I said, big fifth game. 40-15 Eric. Oh my God, that's not great. He just doesn't know how to put it away, Eric.
He gets to everything.
Oh, that's a great shot from Eric.
Ace. Better than
Not
one.
Eric, sorry,
40-15.
Charlie. Great shot from Charlie. Great retrieval there from Eric. Well, not on that shot because he didn't get it back. Yeah, that makes sense. We're talking about Charlie's great last shot, but then Eric's retrieval throughout the round.
That attempt at the winning gallery looked like one of mine there. My God, just missed by about 2
40-15.
yards to the right. I think I've done that about 15
Receiver
times
leads
this weekend
better
already.
than one.
Yeah, I concur.
I also concur. Oh, rough serve.
Yes, the underarm railroad, one of the lost serves of the Babylons.
Lost it.
Oh, that's well left from Charlie.
30-40.
It's better than a yard. So I don't know what Eric's doing going for the floor. So it's an interesting shot choice.
Oh.
Here's a big point on the fifth game. No, I think James is marking this match. And no, you're on next, right? So you're gonna start getting ready for this match. Your match.
Game.
Yeah, I have to start cracking peanuts and grabbing my
Games
bananas.
for one.
But I'll probably start getting ready somewhere near the middle of the second set.
Sounds brilliant. So we've got you till the beginning of the second set. Okay, interesting. You don't think this will go to 3 then?
If it looks like it's going to 3,
15 love.
I'll obviously stay on for the fans. Let's see you in the chat. Yeah, let's see you in the chat if you've got anything to say.
Just say hi, please. Just say
Yeah.
hi. We're lonely here.
Freddie, don't sound desperate.
Second gallery.
It's a smart shot from Eric there, getting on that service end.
We've got a visitor. Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Peter Cipriano. I'm from New York. I like to play court tennis.
Well, that's the last we'll hear of Peter Cipriano for the day.
30 love.
And Noah, you wanna take us away from there?
It looks like Eric's running away with this set. Definitely surprised. I thought he'd be a little bit rustier after his sabbatical from court tennis. But,
Do you think Eric was going to lose this match before going into this?
no, I would have put the odds on Eric to win.
I'm pretty sure you said you thought he'd lose.
No. I would have said it was 50-50, probably, given Eric's.
More like 80-20.
Yeah, I don't know. This seems pretty revisionist to me, but who knows? Really.
There were predictions made. I don't know if we're going to stand by them for the continuing minutes, but oh my gosh, behind the back from Eric Barker, pretty standard from him. Ooh, he tried to do a little flick to the forehand side, didn't quite go his way.
Second gallery.
Yeah, but Freddie, I'd say I don't really expect any rust from Eric this tournament. I saw my gosh, behind the back from Eric Barker, pretty standard. Great matches. Almost beat John Kroll. Lost 5-5. Had a really tough,
40 love.
tough call at the end there, but held his head after the match. So, nothing I'm really shocked by here, seeing him play well.
40 love. Server leads.
We have 11
Second
concurrent
gallery.
viewers.
Yeah, but everything you see, you times it by 10.
Again, if you're watching, please do get involved in the chat. Subscribe to the USCTA before you do comment. Like and subscribe. That's what we like to see. Oh, that's a uncharacteristic miss.
15-40.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, Henry. There, I think it's tough for Eric because he's still playing a lot of squash down in Michigan, and I think if you're playing any racket sport, really, it all helps. Up in Michigan.
Yeah, our local geography.
Yeah, I'm not American. I am American, actually. Sorry.
40-15.
Easy now, Freddie.
Receiver leads the second gallery.
Hell of a wind back there from the Frenchman on that railroad.
Game.
They need to put that
5
ball
games to
back
1.
over the net at least.
Charlie's going to have to do something special to win this set. Oh, especially the all-important 7th game, you know. It all makes a difference. Again, if you're watching on the live stream, please do get involved in the chat. I'd love to have some interaction with some people, get some good conversations. Any questions you have, please let us know. We'll do our best to answer. It's tough. Oh, that's a great volley. Oh, that's a wonderful volley.
15 love.
Yeah. The Flying Frenchman. Or the Flying Dutchman. He's French.
Okay. So if this
Last
set
gallery.
ends after this game and Eric pulls it off, Freddie, what are you saying to Henry? What are you saying to Pete? What are you saying to Charlie to pull it off?
To Charlie, I would say you're grinding well, but you're not finishing points. So he's getting into a lot of long rallies like he tends to do. But I think he just needs to be more deliberate with his shots and hit his targets. And when he has an opportunity, actually hit the ball over the net and try to put it away. You know, you saw one of those rallies earlier in the set, maybe in like at the 4-1 game. You know, they had a really amazing long point, and then Charlie dumped one at the middle of the net. The sort of offhand just didn't look like he was focused. So that's what I would tell him.
15 love. Receiver leads the last gallery.
Yeah, another
30
pertinent
love.
question.
Chase 2.
Charlie is in the Red Ant Club. Now, can we think of any other Red Ants that...
15-30.
We have a question from the Rack Club of Philadelphia. Henry, how is your backgammon game these days?
30 ill.
Well, in all honesty, I think it's best not to remark too much on these things and kind of let the play do the speaking. I don't know, Racket Club of Philadelphia. Maybe you know better than I do.
Stroke.
Thank you, Henry, for that. Again, any questions,
40-30.
please do let us know. Oh, can Charlie get back in this set? It's a good shot. Ooh,
Chase has it better
just
than
missed
half.
it. It's a hazard chase in. Charlie's on the service end.
Interesting question.
But back to what I was saying, what other strong redheads has the game seen come and go in the last few years? Maybe, Peter, you've got a few words on that?
I've actually just
Okay,
produced one
40-30.
myself, Robert Cipriano,
Slowly
named after my partner in the
level
U.S.
1.
Amateur, Robert Schenkman. He's 1.5 years old, strong redhead. Just learned to walk a few months ago, and I think he's got a pretty good chance to become the next junior world champion. I mean, seeing what the level is there. I mean, Freddie Bristow won it, so it can't be that difficult.
2 games to 5.
Also, a special mention to Barney Tanfield. We can't forget the court tennis mate. Andy Fowler as well. Big red. I don't know, but Barney Tanfield's my US. Well, Barney Tanfield's my US Open doubles partner, so I had to give him a mention.
So, I would say he is on the edge, and it is questionable. But I think we found out in this conversation is the redheads are well represented, and in fact, some of the great Americans of all time were redheads. I mean, I don't know what color hair Nordy Knox had, but God, if I was a betting man, I might say red.
I think it's actually
Second
questionable
gallery.
whether Charlie's even in the top 10 in the world of just redhead court tennis players. Would you guys say that he's maybe just touching, sort of 9 or 10?
Yes, but of course with French redheaded tennis
15-0.
players, he's among the top. And I think he's solidified his space there, many hard hours of practice, potentially chopping at the knees of many other Frenchmen who came to the Jeu de
15.
Paume.
Got to say, Charlie's getting back into this a bit. It's 30-15 in the famous 8th game. And it's Chase second gallery. So if Charlie can win this point, he can get on the receiving end in a strong position. That's a strong volley. That's a strong volley.
15.
There we go, Charlie.
Chase.
Okay, 40-15. Charlie receiving. The Tamba is playing well. It's a sort of a mix between a normal
40-15.
Tamba and I'd say tuxedo.
Receiver leads.
Noah's probably got a bit
Second
more insight on
gallery.
that, being the native Washington
Fault.
DC.
No, I mean I couldn't have said it better myself. I think it's a pretty neutral timbre. It is violent at some points if you can get a main wall timbre in there, but much better than what we had before.
Game. 3 games to 5.
Having played in New York just recently and comparing it to this court, one thing may be that this timbre
15 love.
feels like it could be slightly narrower off of the sidewall, so it's not quite as wide. Does that make sense? There were a number of shots in our doubles match
15-0.
that I felt like in New York would have hit the edge of the tambour and kicked out, and in our match they were just sort of flying in and became grill shots, which was good.
How's it
Well
won?
left by Charlie there. 5-3. What are you guys saying to Eric here to sort of try to right the ship?
Vote.
I think it's a tough call because his game is consistency. So how do you get him fired up? You don't want him to overhit,
30-15.
yeah.
It's not a classic Eric Barker volley. It's usually a strong suit, so.
I think this just shows that his lack of training before this US Amateur. Didn't have that stability before playing. He's getting a bit nervous, getting a bit tight. It's a good shot. It's a good pickup from Charlie there. There hasn't been much. That's a good shot. There we go. There hasn't been much winners. I haven't seen many dead-ons winning galleries or grills. Yeah, they don't hit too many targets. That's a good shot.
40-30 and a
That's a good
chase.
shot though.
Has
Okay.
won.
Oh, so now we have our first set point of the match with a hazard chase. This is favoured heavily for Eric. Charlie's going to have to hit a good railroad. We don't want to see any of those demi PKs or any of those serves.
40-30. Receiver leads. Hazard 1.
There we go. It's got to be a good railroad here.
Vote.
But he hit a second serve railroad. Oh, he's not going for it. This is interesting. Oh, that's not. That's a good pickup from Eric. It's a great rally. Oh, it's a good pickup. Again, Eric just can't find those galleries. Oh, rolled along the tape of the net there.
Juice.
And Charlie's still in it. Still in this first set. This is a big game here. Famous ninth.
Chase. Better than 3.
It's gone deep though. I'd say that's chase 3 and 4.
No,
better than 3-all. That's a
I feel like leaving the
wouldn't
ball in the
quite say.
back wall is a good play on this court, or do you think taking the ball early is more effective?
I think it's a. So Peter was just asking if it's good to leave the ball to the back wall in this court. I don't know if I'm the best person to say, but it does seem like it punishes you if you don't cut the ball. So it can bounce out a good bit if you're just pushing. Perfect. What a time for it.
Advantage.
Really clutch there from Charlie Hurstel. He seems to really have that sort of eye of the tiger at the moment. Kind of loosened up after being down, what, 5-1 was it, Noah?
I think it was 5-1. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting here.
Advantage receiver.
I like him in this
Chase
game, and if it
better
does
than
go
3.
4-5, Noah, are you making any other revisions to your prediction?
No, I mean, I still think it's about 50-50. I think Eric is probably going to get better as the match goes on. So if Charlie doesn't win this first set, it's going to be pretty tough for him.
Chase better than 3 we're playing here. Charlie's attacking well, but Eric's defending better. Oh, and he's hit it into the gallery.
Juice.
Lost the chase.
Faults.
Ooh, that's an interesting fault call. Because it was. That's a good volley. It's a good pick up. Oh, and that's a loose volley there. Yeah, he has put it away. That main wall tab was tough. There's not much you can do there. You got to just get back and get behind it. You can't leave it for the back wall.
Does that main wall timbre, you think, go a bit deeper into the court than at most places, Freddie?
I would certainly agree. I think Tuxedo is definitely one of the steepest. I think there's a court in Australia as well, which was quite bad. I can't remember which one it was though. That's an interesting question. I don't know. It's a great rally. Like, just Eric's getting everything back. Everything back. God, it's just. Oh, what a rally! Ah! That's a chase there. So, John, to answer your question, I had a match for my fraternity where I was playing an exhibition tennis match in front of my entire fraternity while they were drinking Pimm's. And I managed to win that right before the US Amateur, so that was a victorious title. Henry came to watch. I played a fellow fraternity member. Henry's got a few words to say.
Yeah, well, Freddie seemed to hold his nerve in front of a crowd of about
Lost the chase.
300 or so,
Jeez.
dressed in white, young fraternity and sorority Penn students. One may say that is impressive, but considering the other player looked like he hadn't played tennis potentially ever, it could bring Freddie back to earth quite a bit. But it was a fun event. There was a hot air balloon, lots of good-looking people, young, and some badminton. And you know, you got to mix it up with some badminton from time to time.
Now, were the students sucking the air out of the hot air balloon?
There were some high voices in that crowd, and I would say it's certainly suspect, Peter. And why do you ask?
Game. The server. 4 games to 5.
It was a good fun event, and Charlie wins the game, so it's now 4-5. And I think Eric's starting to get a bit nervous here. 5-1 up, gone to 4-5. Serving as well. Eric's probably main goal is now trying to get back on the service end. Yeah, as Cipriano said.
15 love.
Those mistakes. He's got to keep on going. Got to have that positive mindset.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good. Gives you some good muscle memory.
As Noah was saying, he loves to wind up on that railroad. It's the full-on French wind-up. God, there's 2 big misses from Charlie there. He's got to get back on track if he wants to stay in this.
Yeah.
It's the big 10th. Make or break. Oh, what a shot. One of the few grills we've seen this match.
15-30.
And here we go, Charlie. Can he keep this momentum? Serve it up. Eric can't do much with the serve. Oh, that's a good volley. That's down.
Thank you.
Well, it's unfortunate that it was down because it was a great pickup after the 3rd bounce.
As a chase. $40-15 and a chase.
Sorry about that die.
Yeah. 40-15 and a chase. Yeah.
A couple of words here from the tennis director of Westwood. And guy's South African, you know, he seems to really fancy his accent. You might like listening to him, at least more than us Americans. Well, he seems a bit camera shy, or shall we say radio shy. Don't really know what to say about that. Don't know what that says about his character, but I do know we'll continue on.
2 set points here for Eric. It's going to be a tough one for Charlie with a chase worse than 3.
40-15. Server lead. Chase
Can he
is
attack well?
Worse than 3.
Cipriani saying
40-15
no.
receiver server. Worse than 3. 40-15. 1 chase. Yeah. Oh, it was up.
Oh yes, this could be the world record for the amount of commentators in a single match. Wouldn't you say? With one microphone as well. We've been passing around the same mic to every person, so if some people sound quieter in the background, that would be the reason.
Di, how would you say the introduction of court tennis has sort of changed the Westwood tennis scene?
Change the scene for the better. I believe Noah Motes is a large part to play in that.
Well, if that's all we hear from Di, we'll be
Lost the
satisfied.
chase.
And that's the set there.
First game and set. First set. 6-4.
6-4 Eric. He did well to win that. 5-1 up. He could have easily just lost that game and it would have been
Second
tense.
set.
So back to the famous
Level.
first.
Well, Di, do you think any other nearby tennis clubs might take up our rather fun and obscure game?
You can ask McLean Sports and Health about that question.
Hazard.
Di seems to have
Thank you.
fired some shots right back at the commentary box. Potentially well-deserved, but, you know, I'd like to hear a more supportive answer than next time.
Hazard. Hazard second.
Yeah, well, hopefully
chases.
Charlie can carry some momentum into this next set. Tough not to pull
Okay,
over
no
5-5
strokes.
in that last one.
First chase is Hazard. Better than the door.
So, again, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Please do. oh yes, I did show up for my match on time. Luckily, just about. But yeah, again, would love to hear more from you guys. Any questions you have for either the commentators or anything about court tennis / real tennis, we'd love to know. So Charlie's got a lot to do here. It's a tight first set, although it did look like it would be a little out of his reach.
15 love.
It's a great shot from Charlie there. So another hazard chase he's got to defend. The railroad wind up. It does come out very wide on this court
15
compared to others. It does take a little bit to get used to. all in the first game and the second.
So, Peter, you're a bit of a historian of the game of court tennis, aren't you?
Some might say yes.
Now,
Hazard
do you
worse than
have
1.
any knowledge on the origins of the buttress on the side of the tennis court that we now call the tambour?
Well, I'd say on this court, there's been a long story which we don't really need to get into, but it's my understanding that the tambour as well as the galleries originated because the game was played in a monastery.
Chase, 1 and 2. 2 chases.
Would you guys say that's correct?
Yes, well, indeed, that's exactly the narrative that I had heard myself. But what exactly did the tambour resemble about the monastery?
Actually, I have no idea, Henry. Why don't you enlighten us?
15-all. Hazard
I
worse
haven't
than
the
1.
slightest clue. Perhaps we'll go on Wikipedia and find out the answer later.
Or if anyone in the comments knows, please do let us know.
30-15. 1 and 2.
Oh, that's a great shot from Charlie. We'd love to see the power.
40-15.
No, wouldn't you agree?
Always, always. Like to check where he was standing when he hit that, but yeah.
That's quite the statement coming from Noah Moats, who in a recent match in Tuxedo
Last gallery.
was,
40-15.
one might say pulled aside from a few, high court forces, shall we say. I don't know, maybe we can get some Robbie Whitehouse in the on the other end, maybe share a few remarks about that. Anyway, back to Freddie.
Thank you there, Henry. Yeah, we'd love to hear from the Rec Club of Philadelphia of your comments on that.
40-15. Server leads the last gallery.
You've done many of those serves, Charlie.
Freddie, can we get a preview of some of the matches following this one today? Can you let us know who's playing and what the matchups are looking like?
We have discussed this. So Noah's playing the next 2 matches, actually, back to back. Who's your first match against Noah?
Dan Sternberg. He's a good player. That's in singles, and then I've got Brad Allen and Danny McBride. Eric is my partner. So.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
The first one's tough, but the second one is even tougher.
No, that was down.
Brad Allen and Danny McBride are both
down.
very, very good players. I played
No,
Brad in the Whitney Cup. We had a tough match against them. Cipriano's also had a tough match against them.
Down. That was down.
I would just say watch out for Brad Allen's cut volley. You don't want to tip that one into your face.
Yeah, it was down. Yeah.
Well, Charlie seems to be using his French charm to dispute a call
It's your point.
with James
Eric, it's your
Greenlee,
point.
and
We're playing a
I don't know
chaser.
to what effect, but
Yeah.
it seems that he might have a case to be made.
30-40.
Yes. I'm not too sure what the call was. It seemed like it wasn't down. No chase. Oh, it's a good start to the second set from Charlie.
Oh, sorry.
That's the famous first game done. Here we go to the second. One love. Eric likes that boast, which I don't think that's that effective. It's a good shot there.
15 love.
Yeah, no, I think he needs a bit more power as well, because it's always easy to just sort of adjust your feet to get over there. Just needs to go to the gym a bit more.
The line.
So, Peter, are there any young and aspiring tennis players that you've seen at the Racket and Tennis up in New York?
That's actually a really good question. Off the top of my
And
head,
the line again. Two chases.
I've seen some significant improvement from Matt Mackin lately, who has actually been living in California playing zero court tennis other than when he flies back
Hit
for
the
club
outside.
championship matches, and he's playing some form of paddle tennis. Apparently they don't play it on the
Oh, hit
East
the post.
Coast. It's not padel or platform tennis. It's some other sort of sport, other obscure racket or paddle sport. So fully supportive of that as his doubles partner.
Okay, no, 15 love. See
Um,
the leads. The
I
line.
think we've got a few new members in David Yakabuchi, who's a fantastic squash player, and Will Hagen, who was also a very good squash player. David's going to Penn for business school, so maybe you guys in Philly can welcome him. I know he made a
30
made a
love.
pretty
Second gathering.
significant run in the Kendrick as well as the Etchebaster this past year. So could be really good, especially if Philly's able to sneak a new pro,
Out of court.
maybe Ben Costin. See what happens there.
40 love.
Interesting chatter there from Peter at the end about Ben Costin. Good luck to him tomorrow, the challenge, and Freddie.
Fortunately, the UK have not made the timings available for us really to watch the match.
Thank you. Better than
It'll
one.
be 6 a.m. for us, so it's an early start, which I don't think many of us will get up for, except for Peter Cipriano.
40 love.
No, but Ben, good luck.
Better
He
than
had a
one.
great first leg last week. Henry Smith, his training partner, I think that was really the difference there. But it's going to be tough. He's got to reset. Tom is his home court. You know, he's great there, but Ben only has to get one more game. And
Takes
so
off.
good
Oh,
luck
better
to
than
him
one.
if you're listening, which is very unlikely.
Indeed, and shout out to Chris Holter, who was partner in the Billy Cup the other weekend and did a fantastic job on both the tennis and double squash courts and seemed to show some promise in the rackets. So hopefully we see him playing a little racket up in New York.
Well, funny you should mention that because we had a club championship handicap doubles match, which Chris showed up 40 minutes late for this week. It's very disappointing, and he lost in approximately 23 minutes after that. So we got right back on time, got the court back on time.
Sorry, receiver leads.
Mackin was
Sorry, last
able
gathering.
to help on that end.
Well, some might call that selfless to some degree. You know, you show up 40 minutes late and then you say, fellas, I'm going to play this
40.
match. But it won't take long, and you will be home in time for your, dinner reservations or what have you. And let's not ruin our schedule. So, Chris, another piece of
30-40.
selfless doubles there. Good to see.
30-40.
Also want to congratulate
No,
Leah
30-40.
Van der Zolm at Jessica Sweet for
Really?
winning the Women World Doubles Championships earlier today.
Oh,
It was a sort of thrilling match, and it was against Claire Fay and Tara Lumley. But unfortunately, Leah and Cheska just sort of outplayed Claire and Tara. Leah was very consistent, and Cheska was hitting the ball well. That's a good shot from Eric. Got 40-15 up, now it's deuce. Charlie had that game in the bag. He just needs to get. He's stuck on that receiving end at the moment. Yeah, it's a good serve. The railroad really comes back in here in DC. It's a good shot, but again,
advantage receiver.
that is Did he win the game? That is what Cipriano is asking. He needs to get one of those galleries or get a chase. Like, or could he leave it? No. Oh, yeah,
Jeez.
there, like.
Yeah, the volley to volley battle with Eric Barker is one that you'll seldom win.
And Noah, you might know this, having had Charlie as a full-time member up until recently, I think, and he may be coming back. But could you advise as to who the sock manufacturer is for Charlie?
I think he actually is required to wear them because of an agreement with Nike. So yeah. It's been a long-term deal.
Must be a French sponsorship deal that they've got going with the Jus de Pomme. It's a brand building strategy. I like it.
Game. One game all.
Ooh, 1-all. Third game coming up.
Yeah, big third game here. 1-0. Oh, hello, Chris. It's 30. Okay, we do apologise for Cipriano's comments there, Chris. Okay, we don't apologise. He's just taking away the apology. But we're glad you're watching, and we're glad you're getting involved in the comments. We love to hear you guys. It makes our day, our sad, lonely day.
And Chris, there's actually a lot you can learn from these guys, both on the tennis court and their
15
punctuality. They both showed up for the match on time and ready to play. They've actually, both of them have been here for most of the day, so they're prepared to play even early.
Faults.
Yes, well, Peter, we certainly didn't have that problem in Chicago, and we were able to make use of the opportunity we had. So I don't know what the deal was with Chris though the other day. I certainly hope he can shape things up. I think he's on a good path overall. The Billy Cup champion.
The biggest tournament there is. Okay, Charlie's finally got a chase. That's what we need. Again, he just gets everything back. That's good pick up. That was just too quick. And he needs to hit. He needs to hit those galleries as well. Allowing this point to go, just could be in. That's a shame.
30 love.
Eric starting to pull away. 30 love in this third game. Good serve. Gallery. Or not. Yeah, again, he's just got to go for this gallery. Just
Would
get the
love
point
and a
over
chase.
with.
The line.
Yeah, and up until now, we sort of saw Eric Barker dominating on the service end. Noah, do you think that the serving end at this court gives you a greater advantage than at another court?
Personally, no. I mean, obviously, I'm not entirely sure if this is the question you're asking, but I think other courts are easier to serve on than here since the roof is a bit slick. Still rather be on the serving end than the receiving end.
I don't know what the deal was with Chris the other day. No, I don't know which player we just heard going by, but I can assure you their breathing was heavy. Now, both players are in sort of an attritional style of tennis right now, rarely seen. But a few...
Should we try to get a mid-match interview going here? Unfortunately, Charlie did not accept our invitation.
Good love. Receive the lead.
Just we wanted to
Chase
see
the
his
line.
thoughts in the middle of the game and see how it's going. They do it in NBA games. Why can't they do that in real tennis? Now, as Ryan was saying, Mathieu Solong has given an interview during his Bathurst match. Probably taking an injury time out just for the commentary. It's very impressive there.
Out of court.
He just misses that galleries.
In the game.
Bouncing the winning gallery there. No, I think it
2
was.
games to 1.
Well, I think Chris just flooded the comments. He could have just done it all in one comment, but decided to do like 10 different messages at once. But again, we'd love to hear you in the comments.
15 love.
I think we're entertaining the crowds. Hopefully, the viewers have gone up since we started commentating. Yeah, the fourth game, the famous fourth. Here we go. Charlie's got to do well. He's on the service end, 15 love up. It's a good start. Again, he's just got to put those balls away. Like that's just a weak shot from Eric.
Now, Freddie, I know you
30 love.
have always taken astute notes on your games and practices about your performance in various games. How do you do, particularly in the fourth game? What's your standard in the fourth, of course?
Normally, the first 3 I lose.
40
So
love.
at that point, I'm 3 love down, and I'm like, I've got to get back into this. And so that's where I normally start to fire up a bit. And sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. It's not always guaranteed. But I think the 4th game is very crucial for the entire match, as is every game.
Some might say it's almost as crucial as the crucial 7th game.
That is true. The 7th game is crucial as well.
But of course, where does the 5th game rank among these?
5th
Chase,
game's just
5 and
as important.
6.
It could feel, if you lose the 5th game, it could feel like you're slipping away. Yeah. Oh damn! Sorry if you didn't like hearing about the 4th, 5th, and the 7th game. Particularly the 4th. That is true. But Charlie's up in the 4th.
40
40
love.
love.
Receiver lead.
Chase 5 and 6.
5 and 6.
A very winnable chase here. It's a lucky bounce there. Eric's
15,
just floating that
40.
into the nick. Now, if I was Charlie here, I'd just go straight with the gallery. It doesn't matter what the chase is, just get back on the service end.
This is real tennis.
I would just hit it really very, very hard. Somewhere. It doesn't even matter where. He definitely doesn't like doing that, though. It's not his game. It's not very fun.
Some more inappropriate words from Peter Cipriano there.
He just needs to put that ball
30-40.
away. He's just keeping the rally going, and that's a good volley. Oh, and it's weak. Has it gone over? Yeah, still in play. It's good. Good pickup. Oh, still. Is it going in the gallery? No, that's in. Oh, he could have gone that. He didn't even go for it. That is a mistake from Charlie there. Now it's Juice, and he's stuck on the receiving end. He should have really gone for the chase there.
Seems to have dribbled around outside the grill there. So, kind of caught flat-footed. Ooh. And a beautiful cup volley. Love to see that.
Advantage.
It's funny what
Receiver.
happens when you actually lean into a ball and hit it like a man.
This is very true. Oh, there's a stroke there, not a chase. Interesting. Eric got a racket to that. Okay, he's got to go for the galleries. That's still a good shot. Game. But now it is 2
games all.
We're now in the famous 5th, and he's stuck on the service end, the receiving end.
Hazard.
He's managed to get that back, and there's a chase for Charlie. Charlie. What's it doing? Oh God, it's just, I don't think I've seen Charlie hit a single
15
gallery in
love.
this match. I will have to tell him after.
I would chip backhand at this point.
Fault.
I think seems to be attacking Eric's forehand a bit more than I thought he would with these battery ball posts.
30 love.
Yeah, this isn't going to work. Trying to win from the receiving end on this court, especially having not played on it a ton, is going to be very difficult. And I think, especially against Eric, you're a lot better off if you can get him on the receiving end and try to hit the ball with some severity. Good shot from Eric there.
40 love and a chase. Hazard 2.
Eric's leading here in the famous 5th, and we've got a hazard chase 2 yards. So Eric's in full control in this game. What do you want to see Charlie do differently, Noah, to really try to push Eric to the limits?
I really want to see Charlie go into his backhand. I think it's not as though Eric's serving particularly well. So, not that he's serving poorly, but
Thank you, Philippe, for tuning in. We always love to have our international viewers. Charlie is from Paris, and he's been playing there the last year. I've never been to the Paris court, so I don't know how it compares to this.
Receiver leads.
Either of you
Hazard
ventured
2.
over there? No, so
Hazard
Ryan,
chase
do
2.
you have any words on the Paris courts? Any words on the court or no? So there's high ceilings and bouncy. So there's not too high ceilings here, and it's not too bouncy. So I guess the courts aren't that
3
similar.
games to 2.
It's that game 3-2. Okay, we're now into the 6th game. Oh, that's a good serve. Let me put this away. That's a good shot. That's a great shot.
15
That's all he
love.
needs to do.
You see a good example there of him stepping into a ball and hitting it with some authority. And I think he really needs to try to focus on doing that more if he wants to have any chance of coming back in this match.
Hazard.
Oh, Eric's so
Hazard
boring.
2.
So
1 and 2,
so
thank you.
boring. So, like, I think those hazard chases where it's so easy to just put it in the galleries, and you're just leaving it for a pretty poor hazard chase. That's a great shot. That is a great shot from Charlie there.
Ready, love.
30 love. Big point here. The famous 3rd point. Oh, that's another great shot. Oh, that's 2 in a row.
40 love.
That's going to be on the highlight
Hazard
reel.
1 and 2.
Oh, we'll see this replay here. And you're just leaving it for a pretty poor hazard chase. It's just a great get there. That's a great shot. That is a great. And let's watch it again. Here we go. Let's watch the second. Watch the same one.
Okay. 40
You're
love.
just leaving it for a.
Receiver leads.
Pretty
Hazard
oh,
1
there
and
we
2.
go. The running backhand. That's a Oh, great it's just shot. beautiful. That is a great. Okay, here we go. 40 love hazard chase. Oh, that's it. Oh, I thought that was over.
15
now
40.
again. He can, but now again, I think Charlie's got to go for the chase. He's got to go for the chase. There we go. Oh, that's unlucky. Oh, again, other side. He's got to go other side. Oh, no, that's loose. Eric can't put anything away, so we can hear. But no, he can't. Oh, you really can't hit those galleries. Oh my god. He's going for them. It's just and again and again. Oh no! Oh, it's a good shot there.
He's sort of
Game.
not following through the shots there.
games
And
all.
he's not getting that extra 10 or 20% of purchase that's going to get the ball into the gallery. A little bit too tentative from Charlie there, but a good shot to end that game. Now in the ever important 7th game. Was that a chase or a stroke?
And how helpful would it be to have a commentary team of people while playing telling you to put it in the gallery? I mean, I forget about galleries all the time. Just I seem to get lost in the receiving
15 all.
end.
Ball up, please, Eric.
And you know, maybe like an earpiece, an earbud, if you will. I don't know what the rules of tennis are. I know that's certainly not allowed in golf. But maybe next time I'll get an earbud
30,
and put you on the commentary, Freddie. It could be good advice.
This is true, Henry. It would be nice to have a sort of a coach listening in through the commentary. Philippe, yeah.
40-15.
Charlie had some great volleys there, and the backhand volley into the grill. Noah, we want to hear more from you. Or Di does. So, what are your thoughts on this match so far?
I mean, just
30,
wonderful
40.
tennis. Beautiful tennis, just fundamentals everywhere. Great railroad.
Eric's about to win this famous 7th game. Oh,
Game.
yeah, that's tough. He's got to
4
take a
games
step
to
back
3.
from that timbre. I think you just got to get used to that. Oh no, just needs to get the chase.
Well,
Peter, you've only entered the doubles draw here and not the singles. would you say, you know, all injuries or other externalities discluded, that you enjoy doubles more than singles?
I've never heard of the word discluded before. But I'll say that, yes, I have a torn cartilage in my knee, a herniated disc in my back, a scar in my cornea, and otherwise I'm in perfect shape. So I also don't really back myself against some of these young boys. I mean, the way that Robert and Freddie especially have been playing lately, just not really worth it. Rather try to focus on something I have a solid shot at winning. And frankly, doubles is a hell of a lot more fun.
This could be true. Again,
30,
Charlie
15.
just needs a chase. Charlie, if you can hear me, get a chase. Good serve from Eric. Now, can Charlie hit a gallery? No, he can't. He's got it back. Oh, no, he hasn't. Again.
40-15.
Although I can't be the one really speaking, as John Lumley would probably. Oh, here we go. We have Ivan Ronaldson, the head professional here, and he might have a word to say.
Game.
What's the rules on Spain and
5
France?
games to
Is this
3.
live in France?
I think we make an exception for the French. I'm not sure why. Probably because we can't understand them, the most of us.
Eric's just won that famous 8th game. It's 5-3. Charlie's got a lot to do to come back here. It's a racket. So there isn't a racket score here.
Okay.
Oh, it's a shame. Maybe.
That would probably be a waste of time because only about 25 people play rackets in the entire country.
It's the best sport in the world, though. Everyone's agreeing with me here. Guys, we love you. The viewers are growing. 25. If you're new to the stream, have any questions about the game, please do let us know. If any of the viewers want to know what a chase is, please do ask. But I will not explain. Okay, here.
Now, the origins of the phrase "cut to the chase", does that have to do with real tennis? Peter, any insight there?
Got no insight there. No, sorry. Let's focus on the
Lost
match,
gallery.
please. Finally hit a gallery. 5-3 in the second set. 1-love down. Could be a turning point for this man. Could he hit another gallery here? Nope. Up, but a chase. We'll take it. That's the right shot. Stepping in, hitting it hard with authority. Like to see that. Been a little bit slow on the uptake with the score modification here. Mr. Carey need to be on it.
Okay, 15 love. Receiver leads. Lost gallery.
Last gallery here. Going with the railroad. It's a good serve.
$30 love. Half the yard. Worse than 6.
Here we go. 30 love. Famous 9th. That's a good volley. Oh, that's a great volley. That's a great get. Oh no, Charlie's trying to be a bit too cute. There's 3
40 love.
match points here. Can Eric convert? Or will his rust? He's gonna leave it. Oh no, he's not. Oh, come on. Is that it? That's out of court. Game and the match. 6-4, 6-3. Eric Barker. Well played to all. Thank you guys for watching and tuning in.
6-3.
I'm sure you'll hear us at one point. It's just one point. And thanks for tuning in.